Hi, my name is Tara, and I'm the client coach at Atticus Family Law. Welcome to part 3 in this 5-part series about the 5 styles of dealing with conflict. Now, as a quick reminder, part number 1, we talked about avoiding conflict or sweeping it under the rug. And in video number 2, we talked about accommodating the other person, which is a big value to the relationship, but not so much to me, to you, the individual. This time, I want to talk about the other end of that spectrum. As we can see here on the graph, competing is what I want to talk about today. And this is very far along the x-axis, which means that it is a big benefit to me or to you or to the individual. As you can see, it does not benefit the relationship as a whole. Competing is when you dig your heels in, when you fight for your position. And as you can imagine, this is a very high conflict style of dealing with conflict. If there are two people who are competing, both are digging their heels in, they're probably not listening to each other very much. They're just arguing their point. They're listening to respond and not to understand. So this can be very hectic, very chaotic. And if both people are fighting for what they want, well, then a lot of times somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose. So it may benefit me in the long run. I'm definitely fighting for my own interests. But if the other person loses out, there can be a lot of hurt feelings. Now, there are times when you do want to compete. It's easy to look at this and say, oh, competition is bad. But no, that's not true. Competition can be very healthy, and competition is especially important if you are fighting for something where the stakes are very high, where there is a very firm line between right and wrong or health and safety. There are times when it's important to dig your heels in and to go after what you see as the best way forward. This is especially important, for instance, if a child is going to run out into the road and you step in, you grab them, you pull them back, and you say no really loud. You're competing, you're taking a stand, you are protecting them, and you're not avoiding that conflict or accommodating the child's interests, for instance. So there are times when you want to compete, but as we discussed, competition can be unhealthy for the relationship as a whole. It can lead to some hurt feelings, some bruised egos. If you're competing, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win. And so these are some things that you want to keep in mind as you are considering how you want to deal with the conflicts that are present in your life. There are times to avoid the conflict and sweep it under the rug. There are times when it makes sense to accommodate the other person and to value and invest in the relationship. And there are times when it makes sense to take a stand and to fight for what you think is the right thing. So thank you so much for watching part 3 in this 5-part series. Please like, subscribe, follow along, stay tuned for parts 4 and 5. Thanks so much for watching.